Okay, so I think by now we have all heard the legend of Florida Man. Florida Man is crazy. The Florida Man needs a house. So today, Man Mortgage launches the programs of the Florida Housing Authority. This is the Florida Housing Home Buyer Loan Programs, and they have a bunch of them. So I think they have four overarching programs, and we're going to kind of run through them today so that you know what you have available. The first one is called their Bond Program, super creative name. Under this program, we have several different loans that you can offer to your customers. So on the government option, you can do an FHA or a USDA loan or a conventional loan. The conventional loan is a 30-year fixed, as are the FHA and USDA. The rates are determined by Florida Housing and posted on their website. This first mortgage also offers reduced mortgage insurance premium for borrowers with income at or below 80% of AMI. Borrowers with income above 80% AMI will pay standard mortgage insurance coverage. This FHA house, like I said, it does have that special MI option for the people that make less than 80% of AMI. Though with housing prices going up, I don't know that AMI has kept up with affordability. With these programs, you can couple these first mortgages with a second mortgage that provides assistance through the bond program. On the bond program, they have two different options. Both of them provide $10,000 worth of assistance. So it's a flat $10,000 at 0% interest on the Florida Assist, and on the Florida HLP, it is at 3% interest. The 0% non-amortizing is a 30-year deferred mortgage. Deferred except in the event of a sale or transfer deed, satisfaction of the first mortgage, refinancing of the first mortgage, or until such time as the mortgagor ceases to occupy the house. Assist will become due and payable in full at that time. This loan is not forgiven. On the Florida Housing HLP program, it is a 15-year fixed rate mortgage at 3%. And you can do these behind the FHA or the HFA preferred Fannie Mae product. This program, as with all of Florida Housing's, they do have purchase price and income limits. They are per county and per program. They are super lengthy. I started copying and pasting them in here. Then I realized Florida has a lot of counties. And then you got a couple of different programs. It got quite lengthy. So just go to the guides. We'll give a link to that later. Just go to the guides when you're looking at that stuff. So minimum FICO score. On the FHA and the USDA, it's a minimum of a 640 score, as of the same for Fannie Mae. Manufactured housing requires a 660 minimum score. Manufactured housing must be eligible with FHA, USDA, and Fannie Mae standards. On debt ratios on FHA and USDA, it's a maximum of 50% with an AUS approved eligible. On the Fannie Mae option, it's a maximum of 50% with a DU approved eligible. Manufactured housing, it is a max of 45% and then 42% on manual underwrites. Manufactured housing, like we said, is permitted. Modular housing is permitted, but it must meet the guidelines of the underlying agency that is doing the first mortgage. On these programs, you can charge 1% origination plus customary and usual fees. It does pay 1.5% SRP, so get with your branch manager about how you want to price for this. Realtor commission is not permitted to be paid with Florida Housing's down payment assistance. Didn't even think of trying to do that, so it's a good thing they told us not to, because I hadn't even thought of that. Reservation time. So you have 45 days from the time you reserve funds, aka lock, until it's underwriting certified, and it must be purchased by Florida Housing within 60 days. So you're probably going to want to allow at least 20 days for delivery to US Bank and clearing of conditions. So make sure you time your locks accordingly. The next program is what they call their TBA program. I guess they never got around to naming it, so they said, it's to be announced. We'll get back to you on that. But anyway, it does have kind of similar options on it. It is an HFA preferred Fannie Mae first mortgage, so it is a conventional first. You have the option of both Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac on that, so you can have DU or LP approvals. It also has the lower MI option for people that are under 80% of AMI on it. So you do have those options of both of those. And then you have the HFA Advantage Plus, which is Freddie Mac, which offers a special rate, and it does have the same features to offer on that. Like I said, it does have reduced cost mortgage insurance for people below 80% of AMI if they can still qualify for the mortgage. In terms of second mortgages for the assistance offered, you have the Florida Assist second mortgage option. It is available to you, which is $10,000 for all loans, 0% non-amortizing and deferred payments. So it's basically does not accrue any interest, and it's just paid off whenever they dispose of the house on that. It also makes available the HLP program, which is $10,000 at 3% interest, fully amortizing second mortgage on a 15-year term. It would have a monthly payment in that. It does have a forgivable second mortgage option, like we said. The plus second mortgage option is available as the HFA Preferred Plus, 3%, 4%, 5% as an HFA Advantage, 3%, 4%, or 5%. This is a 5-year deferred loan. 0% carries no monthly payment. So basically, if they stay in the house for 5 years, it is forgiven at a rate of 20% per year on the anniversary of loan closing. Once again, extensive, very specific purchase price and income limits, so check your guidelines. For LTV and CLTV, you're going to follow Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac's guidelines. Minimum of 640 credit score, standard 660 for manufactured homes, maximum 45% DTI for manufactured housing, maximum of 50% for others, except manual underwrites, which are 43%. Again, the manufactured housing has to follow the standards of Fannie Mae, and you must complete a separate manufactured housing term sheet, which is up on secondary SharePoint. Lender fees, they are permitted to charge standard and customary origination fees up to 1% origination. No additional origination or points may be charged, and it does pay 1.5% upon purchase by Lakeview. I guess I misspoke earlier. It is not bought by U.S. Bank. It is bought by Lakeview, but we still want to allow about 20 days for them to purchase it. So kind of as a reminder and a summary, as second mortgage options for assistance on this program, on the TBA program, it is $10,000 on the Florida Assist or the Florida HLP. The Florida Assist is a 0% non-amortizing 30-year deferred. So I guess if they stay in the house for 30 years, they end up getting that forgiven. However, they do have on the Plus program a 3, 4, or 5% second mortgage. It is forgiven at a rate of 20% per year. So that is available. So you have those 3 options that can come behind either of those conventional first mortgages. And once again, it kind of goes through. I must have pasted it twice. Sorry about that. Third program, Hometown Heroes. Everybody loves a hero. Heroes. Yay. Heroes. Heroes. But anyway, on the Heroes program, you have a couple of first mortgage options. You have government loans, FHA, VA, USDA. If you remember from the first 2 programs, VA was not included in that. So that is available to you on the Hometown Heroes. The Hometown Heroes for TBA is a conventional Fannie Mae offering. So you have Fannie Mae offering as well as a Freddie Mac. So you have the full slot of loans, Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA, USDA, all that stuff. A whole shooting match, because heroes are heroes. And then you come down, you have program requirements, so it does have income limits and loan purchase agreements. Again, check their guidelines. And then this is available to a whole slug of different professions. And I'm just going to kind of slowly scroll through this while I have a sip of my coffee, because there are an athletic trainer for real? Okay, that's interesting. Correction officers, federal sworn loan officer, so I guess they have to swear. Firefighters, massage therapist, interesting, didn't see that coming. Midwife, didn't know that was a technical profession. Orthotic fitter, okay. Pedorthist, I don't even know what that is. Apparently neither did spell check. School counselor, all right. Social worker, cool. A bunch of speech language people. And veterinarians. They don't even have to be human. So we have heroes for pets. And we all love our pets, so we'll take that. Florida Hometown Heroes program. Once again, you have the term sheet here. So you have the FHA, you have the Fannie, and you have the Freddie offering available to you on that. And then you have a 5% second mortgage assistance on that. So the second mortgage is available to borrowers earning up to 150% of AMI. So it does have a max of 150% AMI. It is 5% total assistance not to exceed $25,000. Took another sip of my coffee there because this is a lot of talking. The rate is 0% non-amortizing. It is a 30-year deferred payment, so it does not accrue any interest. However, whenever they dispose of the house, they would have to pay that off unless they stay for the full 30 years. Ha! Got a lot of technicality there. Come down, can't pay realtor commission with any part of the assistance. It is available to you on that. And then the final program, Florida Plus conventional program. So this is a special offering where it is Fannie and Freddie offerings. So you have assistance 3, 4, 5% available. You have different rate options if they are above or below 80% of AMI. Florida folks, God, if you find a place where you can buy a good, decent house in Florida, reasonably close to the ocean, I mean, reasonably close, like 45 minutes for under A, that can be affordable under AMI, call your boy. But anyway, conventional program, 97% LTV, 105% CLTV, 640 minimum credit score, 1 to 4 units. Manufactured homes require 660, 50% DTI on a standard home, and 45% on wheel estate. There are income limits, of course there are. So check the guides for that because, like we said, it's extensive and all that stuff. 43% max DTI on manual underwriting. DTI is, like I said, 45% on manufactured homes, 43% manual underwrites, 50% if things are normal. Manufactured homes are permitted subject to the following. They must fit the guidelines of Fannie Mae's HFA preferred program, 45% DTI. Got to look at the Fannie Mae selling guide, minimum FICO 660. Double wides or greater only, and manufacturer must not have something. And then it does also have the cheaper coverage of mortgage insurance for under and over 80% of AMI. Once again, on all these programs, it is 45 days from the date of reservation, aka lock, until it is certified by the underwriter, and then that gives a total of 60 days for it to be purchased. So make sure that you are locking accordingly. You want to make sure to allow, so basically you want to lock no more than probably 35 or 40 days from closing. So all the rates and all the guides are up on the internet. So it is up on the eHousing Plus. It's managed by eHousing Plus's system. So you have the link right there, and I'll put it in the email for this program as well. So that is available. That's where you can go. You can see guides as well as secondary SharePoint. The stuff is up on secondary SharePoint. You can see the guides on that. In order to participate in this program and sell it and sell it and sell it, you do have to do training at eHousing Plus, so you'll need that in order to do the lock. So make sure to get in early and do your eHousing Plus training. It's fairly good, but it's fairly boring, so bring some coffee along. So you're just going to go ehpuniversity.com and attend the trainings. Most of you, if you've done an HFA loan before, you've probably seen it before. So that's where you can get access to that. But that is the Florida Man Housing Authority, Florida Woman Housing Authority, Florida People's Housing Authority, and I hope you sell it and sell it good. Have a great day.